to the channel, YouTube. Today, I know you guys are getting real familiar with this on-ramp right here. It's like the start of every one of my good videos. But it's the ramp that takes us to Blacklist, so we're going down there to unload Spanky before tonight. This weekend, if you guys don't already know, it is Out for Blood 2, Troy Perez Jr.'s big race he does once a year. It's super fun race. He has Test and Tune on Friday, the race before, and grudge racing if you have somebody to grudge race with. You guys heard me talk about the 4-car shootout. It's something that a couple guys threw together. It is me, Chris Patton, Nick Harvey, and Alex, who has the War Machine Nova. Chris Patton has the red, white, and blue American flag notchback that I always film from our shop. And then Nick Harvey has a notchback Mustang. 3 turbo cars, 1 small block nitrous car, $500 buy-in, 2 rounds to win it all. If you go to the final, if you win first round, you pretty much guaranteed your money back. Second place gets $500 back. First takes it all. So should be fun. I was hoping Wednesday's testing was going to go a little bit better, a little bit faster. But thank God we at least did that, because if we would have been hit with that today on Friday, that would have not been ideal going into first round. But now we know we're going to try to hit this thing with a lot more boost. I talked to a lot of guys, talked to a couple people at Precision, talked to my converter guy, and just a couple other buddies that have ran this Precision turbo. And it's a big unit, and every single one of them said that we need to lay more coal to it at the line to get that thing to get going. Because out the back, it pulls like an animal. It pulls like no other turbo that's been on the car. But we just got to get that front half number down. We get that front half number about a 1/10 faster to the 330. We can really roll it in out the back and get our numbers faster than they've ever been. So that's the end goal. But we are heading down to Blacklist right now. I got a smoke machine tester. We're going to test the car for any boost leaks. Boost leaks could lead to that high dome pressure, low boost issue. Other than that, we're going to be just looking at the Holley and see if we can tweak with that. But do a one-over on the car, check the bolts, check everything, make sure it's all good. Keep an eye on that little leak that we had on the transmission. I want to make sure I can get that all buttoned up. And heading down to Troy's today. We'll be down there in a little bit. Well, made it down to Bradenton. Got the trailer, everything ready to rock. We've been thrashing on Spanky all freaking morning long. We did a smoke down test on it, had a major wastegate leak that could be one of our problems with this why we're having to command so much pressure, dome pressure to make any kind of boost. So hopefully we fixed that. And then we had a tremendous rear header leak. So we tore all that thing apart, checked it all out, and made it down here. Time to unload camp. Got camp set up. This is War Machine. This is our first round tonight. First round tonight with War Machine. Got camp set up. Just took the car for a little spin, get some heat in the motor. I gotta ice it down real good and bring it up on the brake. Do a quick data log. See if we fixed any of our problems, but let's see. Well, to give you an update, as you can tell from that pass, it's still slow as shit. No, but it's really, it's got a huge converter problem. The converter's way too tight. We ramped way more boost in at it, and pretty much the converter overrode itself, and transmission fluid was blowing all over the fucking front window off of the tranny overflow. So we're currently jack standing it up, jack stand Jimmy style, and we are pulling a transmission in the middle of the street at Bradenton, and we are gonna slap the old trusty PTC in there from last year. We know we went down, we know we got data. The only thing difference will be the turbo at that point. So we're gonna make sure everything's straight, get this thing tore out.
Don't forget tomorrow the gates open at high noon. Racing surface will be hot at
Live action.
p.m. Down here, Braden Motorsports Park.
Ooh, hold the back of that, bud.
I got it.
And all night, nothing but
There's one. I think that's two.
racing, testing, filming, all the talking will be over with. It'll be time to get down to business.
Update. Transmission is back in spanky. Old converter from last year. Now the only thing difference is the new turbo. So hopefully this is tighter than the FL2K, but looser than the one we just had. We'll find out here in a little bit. It's like 11:30 at night, but we're gonna put it on the chip. Whew. Good morning, boys and girls, YouTube fam. We are at Wawa getting some fuel. Just left Dunkin' Donuts, got me a big coffee full of espresso. We were out till 3 a.m. last night changing the converter, and fingers crossed everything is good. The converter we put in there is the converter that we ran all season long last year. So I know it's confusing. Turbo cars and converters are very complicated if you don't know. I've had the one that's in it spec'd out like 3 or 4 different times, and they said they fix it. They clearly didn't fix it. The converter was just pushing over top of itself, pushing tranny fluid over the catch can, all over the windows. Just not safe, not fun. So the one that we used at FL2K was a buddy of ours, Cliff. He let us use it, and that was too loose. So realistically, we're just going back to the trusty PTC. We know what it did before with the other turbo, and that should do just fine for this weekend. It should, as long as it's fast like it normally has been with that converter to the 330. We now have the bigger turbo, so we should be able to cram more power out the back, which will make it faster generally than it's been. But it's like a roundy round thing, man. Converter this, gotta fix this, gotta change that. But it's, once the combo's locked like it was last year for the combo that we had, it runs good. It runs perfect. All you have to do is ice it down and fuel it up and go make a hit. So we're hoping this happens, and we get to make trying to make 2 shakedown passes today, and then we get into our shootout. And then if we get knocked out of the shootout early, we're trying to finish that 4-car shootout. We got pushed from Friday to Saturday because everybody was having some problems, and we wanted it to be fair. If we can't get to the shootout because the other cars that are in the shootout are still in the big race, then we're just gonna look for a grudge race and probably race that red Nova still. Just have a fun weekend, you guys. So stay tuned. Get back to that track. On the car for hours, changed the converter on our backs on jack stands, and the lady was waving at me, see if I wanted my time slip. I don't want that. As you can tell from the video, it just blew straight through that converter like it was, I don't know, it's either, I don't know, turbos, we're all confused. I think I'm going to get rid of the turbo. I think it's too big for what we're trying to do, and it's taken so long to build boost on the line, which is heating up the converter, which is getting that pressure hot and making it come out of the catch can. And it's just, we didn't change anything on the car structurally other than the converter and the turbo. So we thought if we go back to the old converter that we ran last year, it might be all right, but this turbo is just, you can tell it lugs it so hard and heats everything up. Probably going to get rid of this brand new turbo, even though we only made 2 passes with it. So it is what it is. It's a struggle. It's racing. Sucks it happens on the event weekend, but that's how shit goes. Got to get this thick, got to get it all right, got to get everything ironed out for it to work properly, and try to get it together maybe for the 352 or something, but probably load up some stuff and maybe watch the rest of the shootout. Whew. Struggles really.
We off the trailer. We now.
It's good content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hold up. I got $100. You ain't got 3,000. Put 100 on. That's the pot. I put 100. That's 3,000. And there go the 100 right there. There go the 100 on the side.
You could have gave me 50 and I'd have told you.
Now bet that lot.
You won. Hey, get this little that motherfucking puppet following you around.
I'm gonna bet
Hey,
my
Oh, I see 8. He said 8.